Our final inductee hails from Lamar's, Iowa. This four-time first-team All-Big South Conference performer earned Conference Freshman of the Year in 2004. A member of 3 Big South Championship teams, she was Conference Player of the Year in 2007 and made the All-Big South Tournament teams in 2006 and 2007. In 2010, she was named to the Big South Conference All-Decade team. Her 488 total blocks ranks 5th all-time in Big South, and her 318 hitting percentage is 6th. She also resides among top 10 in several Winthrop all-time categories, including points, kills, and games played. And finally, now let's bring up Winthrop Hall of Fame inductee Shannon Sitzmann Reid.
Thank you all very much. Not as good at gaff as talking off the cuff, so I did prepare some notes, but I can promise you it won't be as long as his was. So cheers for that, yeah. It's very good gaff. I want to say thank you very much. First, I want to say congratulations to my fellow inductees. I was lucky enough to have been at Winthrop during a time when each of you was active in your career, and I feel honored to have shared that great time in Winthrop athletics history when Gaff was winning championships with his teams, and Chris and his team won the first NCAA tournament game in school history, all under the direction of athletic director Tom Hickman. So you're all very deserving of this honor, and I feel proud to be in the same Hall of Fame class as you. I feel incredibly honored and humbled to be here tonight. I want to thank Mr. Halpin, the Board of Trustees and voting members of the Hall of Fame, the Eagle Club, and everyone here who's in attendance tonight. I also want to thank my family, friends, teammates, coaches, many of whom have traveled to be here tonight. As you may know, I grew up in a small town in northwest Iowa. Because I live so far away, people often ask why I chose to go to Winthrop University. That's a difficult question to answer. I traveled here for an athletic visit with my dad when I was 17. We had a great connection with the coach, Joel, and his wife, Andrea, who are here tonight. We liked the campus, and we liked what Joel and Andrea had planned for the program. I also knew I wanted to go somewhere far away and exotic, so obviously I chose Rock Hill. Believe it or not, for a girl from northwest Iowa, that's about as exotic as it gets. So in short, I guess that's why I came to Winthrop. Faith in a coach and a program and the possibility of something new. But I think the more important and the more telling question is, why did I stay? And that question is a lot easier to answer. I stayed in part because of the team. I love being a part of a team at Winthrop. I learned so many life lessons by being part of a group of young women working tirelessly toward a common goal. I had the best teammates who shared the trenches with me, and without whom I would not have had any success as a player. Some of those teammates have become lifelong friends. Being part of a team taught me about hard work, dedication, sacrifice, and the importance of shared success. I learned about a great feeling of a sense of accomplishment, of winning 3 conference championships, which made those 6 a.m. summer conditioning sessions just a little more bearable. I learned so much from my coaching staffs, led by 2 different coaches during my tenure. Coach Joel McCartney, fellow Hall of Famer who's here tonight, and Coach Sally Paul Hamus. They and their assistants, including Joel's wife Andrea, taught me about leadership and kindness and compassion and dedication. They were so dedicated to us and to our success. Joel recruited me, and as a coach, pushed me past my own abilities to achieve physical and mental toughness that carried me through my career and hopefully still translates to my life today. Thank you. I stayed also because of a superior academic experience. I love being at a school where the class sizes were small, where the professors knew you by name, for better or worse, and where I could earn a degree that made me proud. I stayed because of the support of an entire athletic department. The athletic director, staff, strength coaches, athletic trainers, fellow student athletes, Everyone was committed to our success. I remember seeing Mr. and Mrs. Hickman and Dr. and Mr. DeGiorgio at our games. I remember that after tearing my ACL, I spent countless hours in rehab with athletic trainers and strength coaches, without whom I would not have been able to recover from my injury and play 3 more years. I loved seeing the friendly faces of the athletic department staff every day at the Coliseum and at our games. It was a great time to be at Winthrop, and it contributed to a camaraderie among the student athletes and the staff alike that made it feel more like an extended family. And speaking of extended family, I stayed because of the fans. We had some great, dedicated fans. They made it to every game, supported us off the court, and some even traveled across an ocean to watch us play in Italy, even though they might have been there for more than just volleyball. The support of those fans made the experience of playing even more enjoyable, and for that, I am grateful. I stayed because of the support of my family. Let's be honest, I would not have even made it to that visit when I was 17 without my mom and dad supporting me through my club volleyball days. Mom and dad put up with long weekend tournaments, road trips, and offered monetary support so that I could get the exposure and the training that I desired. They taught me how to work hard. They made it possible for me to achieve my dreams. Thank you. And my siblings, they are the best of the best. They're here tonight. My brother Josh once drove across the country by himself to watch me play for a weekend. He's the one who convinced me to pursue a college scholarship and is always there to give me advice. My sister Cassie endured a 17-hour road trip from Minnesota to attend the Big South tournament, even though she suffers from terrible car sickness. She's always there to give me encouragement. And even my younger brother Brian, who couldn't be here tonight because he has a basketball game, he was only 6 years old when I left for college. And so he was my biggest cheerleader, even making silly signs to hold up at my games. I hope to return the favor to him as he continues his basketball career next year in college, although I have a feeling he won't appreciate the silly signs quite as much from his 30-something-year-old sister. And even though I didn't know her while I was in college, I'd also like to thank my sister-in-law, Lisa, who is possibly in the hall with a crying baby. She was kind enough to make the trip here today with my brother and my 2 nephews, Evan and Alec. The support of my family, including those who are not here today, did not waver while I was so many miles away at college. I cannot tell you how much it meant to me, and it made it possible for me to continue playing, knowing each of them was just a phone call away. They were kind enough to make the journey to Winthrop one more time for me, and I'm so grateful to have them here. So to my family, thank you. I may have also stayed in part because of my now husband, Andy. Andy, who is also a student athlete and was fortunate to play for GAF, shares the pride and gratitude I have for this university. He was one of my biggest cheerleaders to both me and to the team throughout his time at Winthrop. He was dedicated to traveling to games, and he often made his presence vocally known. For any of you who are regulars, you know what I'm talking about there. I'm grateful for the encouragement and the advice he offered me so many times after tough games, injuries, and triumphs. After we graduated, Andy became my husband, and I feel fortunate to now be a part of his great family, and I want to thank his parents, Steve and Linda, for being here tonight to support me. Andy continues to be my cheerleader, and I'm thankful that we will always share the common pride in a university that gave so much to both of us. I'm hoping we can pass that pride on to our son and future Eagle, Henry, recruiting class of 2033. Andy, thank you. So that takes us back to the original question. Why did I stay at Winthrop? Overall, I stayed because going to Winthrop and having the privilege of playing volleyball is one of the best things that ever happened to me. It was a life-changing experience that I believe has made me a better person. I'm grateful to everyone who contributed to my growth throughout my time here, and I'm truly honored to be a part of the Winthrop family forever. Thank you again for this incredible honor. Go Eagles.